This is a really cool new piece of kit that I got. I've had it for about 6 months. It's a foldable, collapsible fire pit, right? You can see it here. It's a mesh material on top that clips into 4 poles. Takes about 1 minute maybe to set up. Weighs almost nothing. What I love about it is that it's lightweight. It takes up almost no room. It's about this big when it's folded up. It's sturdy, durable. I've experimented with all different kinds of ways of making fire on it, right? Because it's a little awkward. It's not too jumpy, but it's, you know, it is what it is. So it's different than making a fire on the ground. So I've tried TPs, I've tried all different kinds of fire lays. What I found the best is keeping the wood inside of this parameter, right? This is 30 inches diagonal. So basically, same principles. I'm going to start with a little platform down on the bottom. And then what I've found works the best is a log cabin, right? The old way. You know, like this. We've got our little log cabin set up. Here I'm just going to use a wet fire. Bic lighter. First time, every time. And just some shavings that I have. So let's spark her up. Down the hole. Yeah, the log cabin fire. Who would have thunk it? The only issue I've had is that since it's convex, if you lay logs that are longer than the 30-inch span, then you've got all this dead space underneath it. Does that make sense? It's not touching the mesh. So you can get your fires that are too lifted, right? We want everything, all the fuel needs to be there, squished together, right? Does that make sense? Whereas if you build it on a platform, it's flat, your wood's burning right on that platform. This, since it's got that, flex, you're getting this gap. So I've found that as long as I keep the pieces underneath this 30 inches, right? So it's 30 inches, so I've been, breaking everything and cutting everything to say 25 inches. So that way it sits inside of this frame and it lets you get lower. Yeah, I've had this thing roaring. Big logs, no problem. Real tough. I believe feels like it's steel. Easy peasy. And then that cool thing I was telling you before, you can see the logs underneath. Well, that's because when you're using this, you'll see after you're done, it's wild. There's almost no ashes underneath. It's like you were never even there. But you'll see a perfect square that mimics this top plate, and it's completely dry. So all that wood that's underneath there is drying out. And your feet, total little oven. Right underneath here, all that heat's just kicking right down. So for me, I'm digging it. This was, I believe, $34 online. If you want to get one, just look up portable camping fire pit, foldable fire pit. This is the larger one. I know there were 2 sizes available. There was like an 18-inch and I believe this is the 30-inch. If you measure it, it's 30. So definitely I'd go for the bigger one. But it weighs almost nothing, packs down to nothing. So if you're living in a vehicle, if you're in your van, your truck, your car, RV, this thing's super cool. Just easy, convenient. It's worth it. Just get one, trust me, they're cool. What's really neat too is that since it's up off the ground and it's mesh, you're getting just massive convection, right? All the time, just all that air is just coming up. So your fire is just flowing, which can be a bad thing because it's burning through wood maybe a little faster, but I've had a lot of fun with it. So if you want to try one out, like I said, look it up. It'll be called Foldable Portable Campfire Pit. You'll find it.